Right. I can go on all night, really. There's so many issues to discuss, but I think we need to open it to people also who want to ask some questions. And I said, really, no statements, right? Question.
And any question.
Huh?
And any question.
And any question. He is willing to answer any question. Please, mics. Okay, we'll come to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nomashlu Bingume from South Africa. I work as a consultant for the Department of Trade and Industry. And my question to His Excellency is, what is your succession plan for Rwanda? And if that succession plan includes changing the constitution and running for a 10th term, how are you going to ensure that you don't fall into the pitfalls of the predecessors that have stayed in power very long, who started off delivering for the people and then somehow forgot or that got lost in the...
Okay, question is clear. Okay, thank you.
Let me answer that first.
Are you sure you are from South Africa? Okay. You wanna...
Well, first of all, there is the good question of possibility of falling in the pit and we don't deliver as we have been. Well, let me say we have cases where people have not delivered at all and continue and not delivering or don't deliver and in the end go but leave nothing behind, and that is okay because they have left. That's fine. But but the succession plan is not mine. If it had been mine, in fact, I would not be here now. I would have left, because that's what I intended to do. I intended to serve the 2 terms I was supposed to serve and leave. That had been my intention, and it's clear. I don't have to keep defending myself on it. For me, I'm deep in my heart, satisfied that that's what it was. Until people asked me to stay. And even took some time before I accepted, but finally I accepted.
Absolutely.
And I accepted because of some history, the history of where my involvement in the business of politics or even being a leader started from. It started from, maybe it should not have been there, it started from the situation I was in, even from childhood. When I grew up, participated in the struggle, and we were just looking for a country, for rights as other people have, and that's how I got involved in the armed struggle. First I was in Uganda, then Rwanda, then... I wasn't doing that to become president. I never even dreamt I would be president until it actually happened. In fact, even when there was opportunity to be president, I chose not to be. In '94, when whatever happened had happened, my party, which had taken it for granted that I was going therefore to take the helm and be the leader, I told them they needed to look for somebody else. I told them that I wasn't prepared for it. It's not even what all along I was fighting for. So that's how they chose another president. And at that time, I became vice president and Minister of Defense. So later on, the president who had been elected then selected to be there in my place, had problems with the parliament. They impeached him and removed him. Then they came back to me and said, this time you are not going to say no. I said, fine. That's
Being a vice president already had some training.
I had already found some bearing. Yes. So anyway, so many things happened after that until recently. So succession is going to come out of what is happening in my country, where we have come from, where we are, and up to a point, in fact, today it is as if I've been left to decide when I should go. And I want to assure the lady there that making that decision will not be very difficult. I won't have to, if people were to tell me to stay and I'm not convinced, for example, if I had reached a stage, if I were to reach a stage where, and I won't reach that stage, where people would tell me to continue, when I am one person who, let me not offend people, but I know when I still have some strength to do what they expect me to do, and when it is at that point that I feel I can't do much for them, which they expect from me, I just tell them no. But I tell them even before they tell them to continue. And when it comes to that, even if they insist, I also insist on going. So that's how it will operate.
But one question here, now, Mr. President, and please, I'm not flattering you because I don't flatter people, sure. But you really did a lot for this country, and people admire the delivery. What you have made out of this country. People admire that. Then you have been also a great African leader, paying attention to the African issues, whatever it is, with international, corruption issues, justice issues, climate issues, whatever. You are one of few leaders who are really African leaders. We have some nationalist leaders here and there, but not many of them are Africans. Because I think if you're African, you need to pay attention to all of Africa to earn the name African leader. And, but that's going to create a problem because your brand became mixed with Rwanda brand. Would that make it very difficult for your successor to come and fill in your shoes now? You've been seen now like a father of the nation. You know everybody in the world. You led the country. You managed this transformation. Would that not be a difficult transformation when you pass to successor?
Depending on how you look at it. First of all, everyone has their shoes.
Yeah. These guys, I will have
I didn't have to fill anybody's shoes. So I'm sure there are people out there who don't have to fill my shoes, who will do the service required for this country differently. They don't have to fill my shoes. They have to do what they need to do for the country, and starting from where the country is. I started from a different place.
Yeah.
So people starting from where the country is, I think are there. They will be found, and they will build on what exists and maybe continue the brand or take it in a different direction, but nonetheless a good brand. We want it to be a good brand.
Can I ask you another personal question? Okay, you get fed up of this, get tired.
Sure.
Especially working with the African Union is very tiring.
It is. I am a witness to that.
So what is Paul Kagame's future plans? I mean, you're going to take up golf, you're going to take up fishing. So if you come time and say, guys, okay, you take this. You're going to start a foundation? You're going to go to the global stage, do something there? Or this is a personal question. What do you want to do in the future?
I have many things to do. One, I will try and be supportive to the one who brings his shoes to.
Yeah.
I definitely want that person to succeed.
Okay. So you need to,
for my
you
country.
owe something for.
Yes,
for,
absolutely.
Yes.
There's no question I have to.
Right.
I owe that. I continue to give whatever little that will remaining in me to make sure we move forward. The second, I'm a very happy person, satisfied person. I have my family, which has always comforted me. I always fall back to it for when I have all these frustrations. And they give me the support required, and friends and so on. Maybe in the near future, I mean, who knows? The children, you later on have grandchildren. So this is going to be a lot of fun. And
So no golf for you or no?
golf, well, some of them may take me there.
Okay.
Yes.
Because you have wonderful greens here.
Yes,
you can
but
have
third, I have always wanted time to myself. I want to almost go back to school, let me put it that way. I always want to.
You don't envisage a role in United Nations
No,
or
no,
international. You had enough.
Even if they bribed me, I wouldn't go for it.
You don't want just this one.